Why you are outgrowing everyone. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. My email's in the description. Let me know what you need help with when it comes to controlling your mind, and I will address that. And I'm going to get right into this video. It's a bit personal today, but we're going to talk about it because as you get to your desired situation, you're going to start to lose friendships. You're going to start to lose certain people because they are not in alignment with who you want to be. And I want to let you know that that is okay, right? And the reality of it is that you're really inspiring others to grow, even if they don't see it. So we're going to talk about it today. And please bear with me. This is a very important video because I'm sure that a lot of us that relate to each other here at the Continence Club, as we're spread out throughout the world, city to city, that there are people around us that just can't relate to who we're becoming, right? And that is okay because we're all unique in our own ways, and we're all just trying to find fulfillment and happiness by leaving our current situations and growing to our desired situation. So we're bridging the gap and talking about what you're going to experience on your path to your desired situation. So I know you, especially as you watch this content. I know the type of person you are to watch this type of content. And that's why I know the difference between you and everyone else is your focus and attention. You're focusing on becoming better. You're focusing on hitting the gym. You're focusing on getting your health in order, your mind in order, your in order, your relationships in order, right? Your health, wealth, and your relationships. This is what you want. You want to become a better version of yourself, but it's hard to find people who are relatable. I get it. You see, everything in this world is you pushed out. Right? All the experiences, everything. The external world, including the people you interact with, is a reflection of your own inner state and beliefs. We're all interconnected. We're all human beings. We're all an image of God. And everyone is a reflection of what you aren't, and there's something that you can learn from whenever you interact with a lot of people. So, and this comes with the people that you're losing, or people that envy you, or people that just aren't really happy to see you evolving or in your desired situation. There's always something to learn from people like them. And like I said, your attention and focus is important, and you don't want to focus on the fact that people might not really resonate with you. Just focus on what you can learn from people. Have compassion for them, right? Because some people just don't have personal awareness like you do, right? So if you go about your day living in fear and thinking of negativity, see how people interact with you, right? Think about it. This is how everybody else is really operating. This is the reason why they can't grow, right? They're focused on the fear. And once you continue to focus on fear and what you can't control, then you're just going to get more of that, right? So it's not about judging people. I'm not judging anyone. It's not about condemning them, but it's rather recognizing that everyone's behavior is a reflection of their own inner internal state, right? And your own. So while everybody else is stuck in their current situation here, you're in your desired situation here, bridging the gap. And, this is part of the reason why I even made the Continence Club. That's the reason, is because I understand that we're all spread out city to city. We're all in different countries all over the world, but we come together on platforms such as this so that we can have people that were relatable. So while everybody else is thinking in fear, right? They're thinking about the news. They're thinking about what's happening, in the economy and the political infrastructure that we have, while they're, pointing fingers and being a victim, and they're scared all day, and they're on, social media all day, and they're worried about the government and what everybody else is doing. You, on the other hand, you're worried about the keys to unlocking your mind. You're worried about that visualization that you have in your mind, that dream that you have, that 1-year plan, that 5-year plan. That's what you're worried about. You're worried about your relationships, getting your relationships in order with your partner, your spouse, your immediate family members, right? This is what you're worried about. You're worried about becoming that musician. You're worried about getting your money better. You're worried about getting your health in order. You're worried about traveling. This is what you're worried about. You're not worried about all of this low vibrational energy that everyone is obsessed with every day. This is why you're different. And I'm here to tell you that whenever you're going here and you feel like you're losing people, you feel like you're lonely, you know the saying, it's lonely at the top. And it's true, because it takes a certain individual to get to the top. It takes a certain individual to get to their desired situation, because it comes with sacrifice, personal growth, right? Lessons to be learned. And a lot of people don't want to learn these things. Matter of fact, a lot of people are scared because of the change that you're going to face going to their desired situation. But you're not scared anymore, right? You know that you weren't born to fit in. You were born to stand out. Deep down, you know you are in the current situation you don't want to be in. Deep down, you know you want your desired situation. Deep down, you know you want to be a new version of yourself, but nobody relates to that. Deep down, you know you're capable of more. Deep down, you know you feel a high propensity to take care of your health, wealth, and relationships, like I previously discussed, right? This sounds a lot like you, doesn't it? And so you may find that certain relationships, right? And we're going to dive deep into it right now. That you're going to find that these relationships no longer align with your new vibration, or that people who were once close to you now seem to be on a different wavelength. Here, that is okay. This can lead to a feeling of outgrowing those relationships or situations. So now let me ask you, when somebody asks you, why did you change? You changed so much. Like, why wouldn't you change? Why wouldn't you want to grow? Why would you want to stay the same like other people? You'd be surprised. A lot of people, really don't make progress because of, comparing themselves, right? Of watching other people grow, especially online and, things like that and things of those nature. So some people around you in your city, in your school, your job, they might not be able to resonate with the new evolved version of you. They might not be able to resonate with the new version of you that's hitting the gym, getting your health in order, getting your mind in order. They can't resonate with you because they are not in a vibrational alignment with you. And this leads to a natural separation or a feeling of being on different paths, and that's okay. You can't lower yourself, dumb yourself down. You can't stay in the same place just to please other people, because at the end of the day, people are going to move on anyways. I even highlighted it here. You can't maintain superficial relationships that require you to dim your light or stagnate you to move to while you're moving your desired situation. You just can't entertain that, because people are going to get married. They're going to get into their own relationships. They're going to move. They're going to get their promotions in their jobs. Some people might pass. Like, you never know. People are going to move on with their lives anyway. That's the reason why you have to focus on what you can control and focus on continuing to grow, because you don't want to look back on your life and feel like you wasted it just trying to please other people. You have to please yourself. So, wherever it is that you want to go, that's why I say we have to bridge this gap as soon as possible here at the Continence Club. That's what matters in your life. Everything else is a distraction. Getting to where you want to go is the best thing that you can do for yourself in this life, achieving whatever it is that is in your heart. Because when you don't do that, because you're so focused on everything else besides you, that's how you're going to regret your life. And we don't want that to happen. And that's not going to happen because you found this channel. That's not going to happen because you found out who you are. And so on this journey to your desired situation, understand that you are going to grow. Understand that while other people might be a hater, while they might be envious or jealous of you, deep down, you're really inspiring them to be better, although they might not understand that. So keep inspiring people, keep growing, because you never know who looks up to you right now. You never know who is following you right now. You'll be surprised who is inspired by you in your city, in your town, at your school, at your job, at the workplace, whatever it is. You'll be surprised who's watching you. So keep growing, because once you shed light on yourself, you're going to shed light to others. And the real revolution always starts inside of you and nowhere outside of that. This is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the other side. Keep going and keep growing.